ever feel like there's more to our world than meets the eye? Like there are secrets hidden just beyond the edges of the map? Well, you're right. Our planet is dotted with places so strange, so mysterious, they seem to belong to another world entirely. Today, we're peeling back the curtain and venturing into the unknown. So buckle up and get ready for a journey to the secret corners of our planet. This is not your typical travel guide. These are the places the world doesn't talk about. Here, hidden beneath a thick canopy of green, is the boiling river, or Shani Timpishka. This isn't just a warm spring. It's a 6-kilometer stretch of river so hot that it literally boils. We're talking temperatures reaching up to 100 degrees Celsius. Any animal that falls in is cooked almost instantly. Local shamans believe it's a sacred place, birthed by a giant serpent spirit. Scientists, on the other hand, are stumped. Normally, a geothermal feature this massive would be linked to an active volcano, but the nearest one is hundreds of kilometers away. What heats this incredible river to a rolling boil? The jungle holds its secrets tight, and the boiling river remains one of its most scalding mysteries. From the sweltering jungle, we travel to the windswept plains of Romania, to a place that looks like it was designed by giants. The Trevons of Castecti are no ordinary rocks. These unique geological formations not only grow, but they also move and even reproduce. Locals call them the growing stones, and for good reason. After a heavy rain, these spherical stones absorb minerals from the water, causing them to expand. New, smaller stones can even cement themselves onto the surface of larger ones, making it look like they are giving birth. Scientists explain it as a complex process of cementation. But standing among these bulbous, ever-changing stones, it's easy to let your imagination run wild. Are they a strange form of inorganic life, or just a bizarre trick of geology? Now, let's journey to the remote Sverdlovsk region of Russia, to a place shrouded in tragedy and conspiracy, Dyatlov Pass. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers set out on an expedition in the Ural Mountains and never returned. When search parties found their camp, they discovered a scene that defied all logic. Their bodies were found scattered, some with massive internal injuries but no external signs of a struggle. Explanations have ranged from an avalanche to secret military weapons tests, and even an encounter with a cryptid like the Yeti. To this day, the case remains officially unsolved. The files were classified for decades, only fueling speculation. What terrifying force could make seasoned hikers abandon their only shelter and run to their deaths in the brutal Russian winter? Dyatlov Pass keeps its chilling secret. rugged and hostile to outsiders that it remains one of the last truly untouched places on Earth. North Sentinel Island is home to the Sentinelese, an indigenous tribe that has rejected all contact with the outside world for tens of thousands of years. Anyone who approaches is met with a volley of arrows. Because of their self-imposed isolation, we know almost nothing about their language, their culture, or their way of life. The Indian government has declared it a forbidden zone, making it illegal to go within 5 kilometers of the island, both to protect outsiders from the tribe and to protect the tribe from modern diseases to which they have no immunity. The island is a living time capsule, a window into a prehistoric way of life that has vanished everywhere else. It's a stark reminder that some mysteries are not meant to be solved, but simply respected from a distance. Let's travel back in time to the ancient city of Nan Madol, off the coast of Pohnpei in Micronesia. What's truly baffling is how it was built. The city is constructed from massive basalt logs, some weighing up to 50 tons. Modern engineers struggle to explain how an ancient society with no pulleys, levers, or metal tools could have quarried, transported, and stacked these colossal stones with such precision. Local legends speak of magic, claiming that the stones flew into place with the help of twin sorcerers, while archaeologists search for a more scientific explanation. The sheer scale and ambition of Nan Madol remain a profound mystery, a testament to a lost civilization's incredible power and ingenuity. Our journey now takes us to the desolate Danakil Depression in Ethiopia, one of the hottest, driest, and lowest places on the planet. This isn't just a desert, it's a psychedelic landscape that looks completely alien. Fields of vibrant yellow and green sulfur, bubbling hot springs, and vast salt flats create a scene straight out of a science fiction movie. The air is thick with the smell of sulfur, and temperatures regularly soar above 50 degrees Celsius. It's considered one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth, yet life finds a way. Extremophile microbes thrive in the acidic, boiling water, giving scientists a glimpse into what life might look like on other planets. The Danakil Depression is a stark and beautiful reminder of the raw, chaotic power of our planet's geology, a place where the Earth is literally tearing itself apart. Let's head underwater to the coast of Japan near Yonaguni-jima in 1986. A diver discovered something extraordinary, a massive submerged rock formation that looks astonishingly man-made. The Yonaguni Monument, as it's now called, features huge flat terraces, right-angled steps, and towering pillars that seem carved from the bedrock. It stretches over an area the size of a football field. Some geologists argue it's a natural formation shaped by strong ocean currents and tectonic activity, but others, including Masaki Kimura, a marine geologist from the University of the Ryukyus, are convinced. It's a man-made structure, a lost city that sank beneath the waves thousands of years ago, perhaps a relic relic of a lost Pacific civilization like Mu? Could this be evidence of a sophisticated Stone Age culture we know nothing about? The debate rages on, hidden beneath the sea. From a sunken monument to a forest that defies gravity. In western Poland, near the town of Grafino, lies the Crooked Forest. It's a small grove of about 400 pine trees that all share a bizarre deformity. Just above the ground, their trunks bend sharply at a 90-degree angle, all pointing northward before curving back up towards the sky. These trees were planted around 1930, but no one knows for sure why they grew this way. Theories range from a unique gravitational pull to heavy snowfall bending the saplings. But were interrupted by the outbreak of World War II, leaving their work and its purpose a mystery. Whatever the cause, the effect is an eerie, enchanting woodland that seems to obey its own set of rules. Our final destination takes us to the heart of Turkmenistan, to a place locals call the door to hell. The Darvaza gas crater is a fiery pit nearly 70 meters wide that has been burning continuously for over 50 years. The story goes that in 1971, Soviet geologists were drilling for natural gas when the ground collapsed, creating a massive crater and releasing dangerous methane gas. To prevent the gas from spreading, they decided to light it on fire, expecting it to burn out in a few weeks. Those weeks turned into months, then years, and now decades. The crater has been burning ever since, a roaring, perpetual inferno in the middle of the Karakum Desert. It's a spectacular and slightly terrifying sight, especially at night when its glow can be seen from miles away. It serves as a powerful, man-made monument to a miscalculation, a fiery wound on the Earth's surface that refuses to heal. From boiling rivers and growing stones to forbidden islands and gates of fire. Our planet is full of wonders that challenge our understanding of the world. These places remind us that for all our science and technology, there are still secrets left to uncover, still mysteries that whisper to us from the forgotten corners of the earth. And perhaps that's the real magic, not in finding all the answers, but in the endless, thrilling search for them. What do you think is the most mysterious place on Earth? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. If you enjoyed exploring the unknown, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures into the unexplained. See you next time. Ever wondered what secrets our world holds behind closed doors? What places are so exclusive, so dangerous, or so sacred that they're completely off limits to the public? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 15 of the most forbidden locations on Earth. These are the spots you won't find on any travel brochure, and for good reason. From top-secret government bases to islands teeming with deadly creatures, get ready for a journey to the places you're not allowed to visit. Let us kick things off with a place straight out of a sci-fi movie, Area 51 in the Nevada desert. For decades, the US government denied its existence. Now it's acknowledged as a highly classified Air Force facility. What goes on inside? The official line is testing experimental aircraft and weapons systems. But conspiracy theories suggest everything from reverse-engineered alien technology to secret underground tunnels. Whatever the truth, the perimeter is heavily guarded with motion sensors, armed patrols, and a shoot-and-sight policy for trespassers. This is one place you definitely don't want to try and sneak into. Next, we travel to Brazil, to an island that sounds like a nightmare, Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island, located off the coast of São Paulo. This island is home to one of the deadliest snakes in the world, the golden lancehead viper. And they're not just a few of them. Estimates suggest there's one snake for every square meter. Their venom is so potent, it can melt human flesh. The Brazilian government has made it illegal for anyone to set foot on the island, except for a few brave scientists who get special permission. From a deadly island to a sacred one, let's head to Japan's Ai's Grand Shrine. This is the most sacred Shinto shrine in the country, dedicated to the sun goddess Amaterasu. The inner sanctums are so holy that only the chief priest or priestess, who must be a member of the Japanese imperial family, is allowed to enter. The shrine is completely rebuilt every 20 years in a tradition that dates back over 1,000 years, symbolizing the Shinto belief in death and rebirth. For the rest of us, we can only admire its beautiful, simple architecture from behind a series of wooden fences. Now, let's journey back in time to the Lascaux Caves in southwestern France. Discovered in 1940, these caves contain some of the most stunning and well-preserved Paleolithic cave paintings in the world, dating back around 17,000 years. The art depicts hundreds of animals, like horses, stags, and bison. For a short time, the caves were open to the public, but the carbon dioxide from visitors' breath, along with artificial lighting, started to damage the ancient artwork. In 1963, they were closed for good to preserve this priceless window into our distant past. Let's jump to the modern age with the Svalbard Global Seed Vault in Norway. Buried deep inside a mountain on a remote Arctic island, this vault is humanity's ultimate backup plan. It stores duplicate samples of seeds from every corner of the globe, safeguarding our agricultural diversity from natural disasters, wars, or climate change. It's designed to withstand anything from earthquakes to nuclear war. Access is extremely restricted, open only to authorized researchers and plant breeders who are depositing seeds. It's the world's most important freezer, and it's sealed tight. Speaking of sealed, let's talk about the Vatican's secret archives. This isn't just a library, it's a repository of centuries of historical documents, state papers, and correspondence of the popes. Spanning over 50 miles of shelving, the archives contain millions of documents, including Henry VIII's request for a marriage annulment and letters from Michelangelo. While it's not as secret as it used to be, qualified scholars can apply for access it s far from a public library. You can't just browse the shelves. You have to request specific documents, and many are still completely off limits. Next, we go to North Sentinel Island in the Bay of Bengal, home to the Sentinelese people. This is one of the last uncontacted tribes in the world. They have lived in voluntary isolation for an estimated 60,000 years, rejecting all contact with the outside world, often with hostility. To protect them from modern diseases to which they have no immunity, and to protect outsiders from a potentially violent reception. The Indian government has declared it illegal to go within 3 miles of the island. It's a living time capsule that we must respect from a distance. Our next stop is a bit more explosive. Heard Island, an Australian territory in the middle of nowhere between Madagascar and Antarctica. It's one of the most remote places on Earth and is dominated by a massive active volcano called Mawson Peak. The weather is brutal, the terrain is treacherous, and the entire island is a protected nature reserve. Getting there requires a long sea voyage through some of the roughest waters in the world. For the safety of both people and the pristine ecosystem, visits are almost entirely forbidden. From fire to ice, let's move to Surtsey Island, off the coast of Iceland. This island didn't even exist until 1963, when an underwater volcano erupted, creating it from scratch. Scientists realized this was a unique opportunity to study how life colonizes a brand new piece of land. To keep the experiment pure and uncontaminated by human interference, only a handful of approved researchers are allowed to set foot on Surtsey. They even have to check their clothes for seeds before they land. It's a real-life laboratory for evolution. Let's head back to Russia, to a place called Mezgory. It's a closed town in the Ural Mountains, and nobody is entirely sure what's going on there. It's believed to be the site of a massive underground complex, possibly a nuclear command center or a repository for strategic resources built to withstand a nuclear attack. The town is permanently closed to all visitors without special authorization, and it's guarded by the Russian military. Its secrets are buried deep within the mountains, fueling speculation and mystery. Next, a place of historical tragedy. Poveglia Island in the Venetian Lagoon, Italy. This small island has a dark and grim past. It was used as a quarantine station for plague victims during the Black Death, and later it housed a mental hospital in the early 20th century, where it's rumored a cruel doctor performed terrible experiments. The island is now abandoned, and locals consider it haunted. The Italian government has made it illegal to visit, though that has unstopped paranormal investigators and urban explorers from trying to get a glimpse of this famously creepy location. From Italy, let's fly over to China to see the Qin Shi Huang Mausoleum. This is the tomb of the first emperor of China, who died in 210 BC. It's most famous for the incredible terracotta army, thousands of life-sized soldier statues discovered in 1974. But the central tomb, a massive pyramid-like mound believed to hold the emperor's body, has never been excavated. Ancient texts describe a subterranean palace with rivers of mercury and booby traps. Out of respect for the emperor and fear of damaging the priceless artifacts within, the Chinese government has decided to leave the main tomb undisturbed for now. Now, for a spot that's off limits for your own safety, the Bohemian Grove in California. This is a private 2,700-acre campground belonging to an exclusive gentlemen's club. Every summer, some of the most powerful men in the world, from politicians to business leaders, gather here for a 2-week encampment. What happens inside is shrouded in secrecy, involving elaborate rituals and informal talks. The motto is "Weaving spiders come not here," meaning business deals are left outside. But with so much power in one place, it's a hotbed for conspiracy theories. Security is tight and uninvited guests are not welcome. Let's cross the Atlantic to Niihau, the Forbidden Isle of Hawaii. This privately owned island has been in the hands of the Robinson family since 1864. They've dedicated themselves to preserving the native Hawaiian culture and language. Only about 170 people live there, speaking Hawaiian as their primary language and living a simple life without paved roads or running water. To protect their way of life, access is strictly limited. Unless you're a resident or have a personal invitation from the Robinson family, you're not getting on this island. Finally, we arrive at our last forbidden place, Pine Gap in Australia. Located in the heart of the Australian outback, this is a top-secret satellite surveillance base, jointly run by the Australian and US governments. It's a critical part of a global intelligence network, monitoring signals from around the world. Its official purpose is to control US spy satellites and gather intelligence. The facility is highly secured, surrounded by a restricted airspace and a heavily guarded perimeter. What really goes on inside Pine Gap is one of the best-kept secrets in modern espionage. And there you have it, 15 of the most fascinating and forbidden places on our planet. From sacred shrines and ancient tombs to secret bases and deadly islands. These locations remind us that there are still mysteries left in the world, corners that remain wild, and doors that will stay forever closed. Thanks for joining us on this exclusive tour. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more adventures into the unknown. See you next